I picked up my headphones and listened to some dynamic music. Looking at the music on my cell phone, I realized that real men should listen to rock and roll. Rock and roll. Dry up. I am still entertaining myself when I heard the door Chin's sister's voice. How, sister can come in. I turned my head to look at the door. Come in, Sister Chin. Sister Chin was wearing a long shirt, revealing her bra. Ho, what are you doing? Oh, I looked at my sister's chest awkwardly. I'm listening to a song. Sister Chin, you. Looking at my reaction so excited. Sister Chin asked me, what's wrong? How? Is this the benefit of having a goddess sister? Love. It's nothing. She came to my side and took off my earphone. Let me see what I'm listening to. It turns out that Ho likes to listen to rock music. Our Ho is really different from other boys. He's really different from other boys. He's very attractive. Kim was so impressed. Oh, shit. Who can handle this? How can you pinch my chin like that? I'm not even dressed. Is this the mission of a real man? Tapa, real man must be able to withstand the temptation, otherwise it is a beast. Far, the real man should be the time to take action. Do not give the door are worse than animals, The angel and the devil are not convinced by each other, and they are calling each other worse than beasts. I don't care. I grabbed Jin's arm and pushed her down on the bed. And the two of them looked at each other, and Sister Chin looked at me with some surprise. She actually smiled. Do you like playing like this? You like this? Her clothes were already showing her breasts. I was sweating. I didn't know how to answer. I held out my hand. My sanity was failing me. Then a voice came out of my head. You're mine. You're not going anywhere. I was shocked. Whose voice was that? Then I got up and immediately backed away. Sister Chin also sat up and called out my name. I was thinking, what happened to that image just now? Chin asked me nervously, are you alright? How? You suddenly look so pale. I scratched my head in embarrassment. It's fine. I might be a bit anemic. I'll be fine after some rest. Almost couldn't resist the beast. She immediately hugged me with worry. Men are made of water. Ho, you have to take care of yourself. I know. Sister Chin is so gentle. Well, Ho is a good boy at this time. Sister Chin's eyes seemed a bit off, but I didn't notice. Buried in her chest. By the way, Sister Chin, I want to go and cut my hair a little shorter. What do you think? Sister Chin looked at me with a smile. Yes, how? I'll support you in whatever you want to do. I realized that something was wrong. Why did I feel that my goddess sister was a bit strange? But that's not the point. Choose a day and go for a haircut tomorrow. Change your image. Arriving at the entrance of the barber shop, I made up my mind to start from scratch. There was a waiter waiting at the door. Sir, would you like a haircut? You are so beautiful. I am sure to find you the best teacher. Hearing this is also very embarrassing. What is this called beautiful? No need. I just cut. The barber waved his hand. Beautiful man, sit here. Want to cut a hairstyle? I then instructed the barber. Plate inch. How to come? You casually cut? Do not have to be too good looking. The barber was surprised. I have never heard of such a strange request. Then she looked at my hair and thought about how to cut it. It didn't take her long to realize what I meant. A man's words should be heard in reverse, and this beautiful man means to cut it in a good way. Don't worry, I'm ready to try it out. After 2,000 years, it's finally done. How's it going? How much is it? I'm so proud of myself. I can't cut it at all. It's even more handsome. The barber then said, you do not have to pay, beautiful man. Let me take a picture to put in the store publicity on the line. I immediately refused. Don't, I pay. The barber thought it was too bad. Such a beautiful boy. She handed me a card. Beautiful man, next time you come back to me, or other services to ensure your satisfaction. I smiled a little. I'm not a fan of people. I'm a little bit of what's wrong with being happy. Then I went home. Today is a good day. I looked at myself in the mirror. Although the haircut was not tough enough, it was still very handsome. With my hair all cut, I'm going to actually make a new life in this world next. I went to the closet. Let me see if there are any clothes that match my hair. Looking at the clothes in here. Damn, make time to change these clothes for sure. Ho, come down and help Dad pick up the stuff. Come on, Dad. I came to Dad's front. How much stuff is there? As a result, Dad looked at me with surprise. He looked at me with great trepidation. Where's your hair? Why did you cut it short? What kind of boy cuts his hair so short? Which barber store did it? I'll have to ask them for a comment. I'm a beautiful treasure. Dad, calm down. It's me who wanted to cut it short. It was too long before. I was hot. Dad was so angry with me that he picked up his slippers. Do you want to kill your dad? Who told you to cut your hair so short? What if you can't get married in the future? Ouch. Dad, this is domestic violence. Don't hit me in the face. Sister Chin came out. Dad, what happened to Ho? I didn't pay attention, and I bumped into her chest. She blushed a little. She blushed slightly, but then she smiled. She held my head. Dad, please relax. It's not good for your health if you get too excited. What's wrong? How cut her hair like this without saying a word? Do you think I can't be angry? My brain really hurts. Sister Chin then shifted her gaze to me. Let's see. I looked at this goddess sister who couldn't take her eyes off me. Then I called out to Sister Chin, trying to get her to cover for me. Dad, I think How looks good like this too. Quite capable. He also told me yesterday. So don't be angry. I'll communicate with him later. Chin, you're just spoiling him. You have to talk to him so he realizes his mistake. Okay, I'll go cook first. Sister Chin, thank you for what you did just now. Otherwise my dad would have to chase me twice. I'm your sister. Of course I have to protect you. It so happens that my sister has something for you. How come to my room? Is this going into the room of the goddess character? Sister Chin. I fantasized about this image. Then I followed Sister Chin to here. There just happened to be a small red box on the table. The goddess room is in. What else am I expecting from this world? Sister Chin picked up the box. I didn't have time to prepare a gift for How in the rush when we moved. Now I'm making it up to you. I'm a bit overwhelmed. Sister Chin opens the box. Inside are the big gems. Does Ho like it? But it's too expensive for me to accept. Sister Chin put it in my hand. It's not expensive. As long as How likes it, I'll buy you anything. I'm holding this box. What's with this Mr. Big and Mrs. Petite feeling? I went back to my room. How much does this cost? As a courtesy, I have to buy a gift for Sister Chin. Right. Look at this shiny gemstone. It can't be a real diamond. Right. It's not cheap. How should I return it? Look at my cell phone. That's all I have left after a haircut. I can't afford this shit. I can't even afford this shit. At that moment, my cell phone ding-donged. Lun sent me a message. How? Look, it's my new novel about the boss. It's already signed. Looking at the message, it's about a beautiful young man and an imperial lady. A captive love. I'm disgusted. Why don't I go write a novel too? I'll be a sequel writer first, and the fee will be paid on a daily basis, so I can make money quickly. Looking at the computer novel renewal. Male frequency boss renewal. Right not to write. And female frequency soldier king. No. Female frequency urban seems to be able to. Try this. Or else expand the original worldview to write a novel. Both selling points and gimmicks. Why don't we just call it True Woman in a male-dominated world? I came to the college again on Monday, and there were really a lot of people here. Just when my cell phone was ringing, congratulations, your novel Real Women in the men's rights world has passed the signing application. Please take the initiative to contact the editor in charge QQ. The speed of the review is quite fast, so I can get a fee for my daily updates. Finally, I'm on the right track. No matter which role I'm in, money is still important. Anyway, I should celebrate. I walk to the kiosk. I'll buy a $1 popsicle on my current budget. Wait, this kiosk looks familiar. I've been here often before. Does it still exist in this world? When I first met Ami, she was a senior. Although she was a senior, her body was small, but she stood in front of me. May is the daughter of Uncle Kim, who owns the kiosk next to my house. Junghao, we're so close. I'll buy you a drink. At that time, I was thinking, is this what first love feels like? After that, I patronized May's kiosk many times. Finally, one day, I mustered up the courage to confess my love to Ami. Holding a popsicle in my hand, I nervously said, May, I like you. I'm sorry. Siuho, I like muscular men. You're too young. I looked at her and replied I was rejected. From that day on, I started to work out like crazy. One day I want to become a man with muscles and protect Ami-san. But now it's totally different. In this world, I'm the man of the world. Going to confess this time. It's sure to be a success. When I walked in, I heard voices talking. How can you stay at home and not go out to work and still want to earn enough money to marry your husband? Dad, you're so long-winded. I don't work. I do manual labor every day. Does it work? Old Lee's daughter is only 2 years older than you. She earned $300,000 and married a husband who knows what he's doing. It's only $300,000. I'll go and move some more bricks. Who's arguing here? Shouldn't I duck out first? A head just poked out. Sister Ami, my first love, hasn't changed a bit. Just as I was about to call out to Ami, I didn't say a word. A figure slowly walked towards me. I was dumbfounded. I raised my hand, not knowing what to do. This is Ami. Ami recognized me. But, damn it, what kind of man is this? She's got one foot on the ground, and she's got a haircut. I fell straight to the ground with a thumb. Ami-san complimented me on how handsome I was. But you don't come over, Ami-san then smiled and asked me, is Ho looking for me for something? If you only look at the part above the neck. I looked at Ami-san's current appearance and sadly shed tears. Then I yelled, God damn it, give me back Ami-san. Everyone outside was shocked. Ho Ho hasn't been here for a long time. Come and have some watermelon. Want a drink? Don't mention it. Tell May what you want to eat. I watched May put down the watermelon. Her arm muscles were so muscular. I was speechless. I raised my hand in a gesture of refusal. May, no need. May squeezed my shoulder and said, how, why are you so polite to me? That chair clicked. I sat her on the floor with a clunk. May looked at me with embarrassment. She looked at me with embarrassment and was horrified when I fell to the floor. Ho Ho, are you all right? Then she cautiously came to me. Let me help you, I said. No need, and quickly did a backflip, then a one-handed backflip, and landed on the ground. I looked at the empty watch on my hand. I'm fine. Then I was surprised. It's getting late. Sister, I still have something to do today. Will not bother. Sister took out her cell phone. How, let's add a message before we go. When I heard that, I ran as fast as I could. I'll do it next time. The laws of this foreign world are true. Even a gentle girl like Ami has turned into a King Kong. I really need to enroll in a Muay Thai class as soon as possible. How much did I pay last time? I also need to buy a gift for Chin Chin and replace the mess in my closet. I am very mad. Why do I need money for so many places? This way I can't start researching the secrets of the blood moon until the monkey's age. Then I heard Sister Chin's voice coming. How is Becca? What are you talking about? Sister Chin, you're home. Looking at the scene in front of me, I was directly surprised. Sister Chin was upside down on the wall, wearing yoga pants, and was a bit surprised to see me. So the girls in this world still practice yoga. Sister Chin is practicing yoga. Sister Chin stood up. Yes, those sisters in the gym are tired of practicing. Try this kind of yoga practice by boys and see how it is. Yoga is practiced by boys. The world does not lie to me. Sister Chin grabbed my hand. How, you should practice yoga too. It's not good for a boy to be too skinny. What if he gets bullied at school? I'm a weakling in the eyes of the goddess. How can I tolerate that? I grabbed Chin's hand with a backhand and pulled it over. I moved closer to her. Since Sister Chin said so, do you want to come and try arm wrestling with me? Sister Chin also agreed. Good. How about the loser promises the winner one thing? Okay, come on. Chin took the initiative and extended a hand. How, shall we start? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm a little nervous. This is not arm wrestling. This is my manly dignity. Then I said start. I just exerted myself and felt the strength of Sister Chin. This is too great. But in my previous life, trillions and trillions of gay men, in order to survive and support their families, they have suffered everything. And now it's being treated like a delicate budgie. I can't fall down easily. Sister Chin looked at me. How can hold out for so long? It's very good. Damn, my hand hurts. No, must insist. Even if the body does not support it, but still have the rock-like willpower of a man. Looking at me, she said, okay, if you don't stop, Ho will get hurt. Then in a flash, she tripped over my hand. I couldn't believe it. It was too much. Chin comforted me. Ho, you worked hard. You tried so hard just now. Your hand doesn't hurt, does it? I'm fine, Sister Chin. Willing to bet? Is there anything you want me to do? She took my hand and put it on her face. Sis doesn't need Ho to do anything. She just wants to try the feeling of a knee pillow. Knee pillow? I looked at Chin's legs and waist. What else can I do? I immediately agreed. Yes, no problem. As a result, Chin came to my lap in an instant. I looked at her with a puzzled face. Sister Chin then said, How's lap pillow is really as comfortable as I thought. It's heaven. So it's my knee pillow. Sister Chin looked at me with a gentle face. How, can't sister lie down for a while longer? Yes, of course. Lie down. Lay as long as you like. Lay as long as you want. After returning to my room, I was about to write like crazy when my cell phone rang. It's the middle of the weekend. Who is it again? I looked at my cell phone, ready to pick it up. Huan Yuan sent me a message. Mr. How, I've arranged for you to go to the amusement park today. Why don't you come too? I asked Dragon and he said you're free today. I've asked him to look for you at your house. This isn't discussing with me. It's just informing me. Right. After looking at my cell phone, a voice came from the window. How, I'm coming. Open the door. When I came to the window, I saw Lung waving his hand, and there was a girl beside him. I'm here. I'm so helpless. I've sinned in my past life, and I've crossed over in this one. Lun, why did you come so fast? How, you forgot again. Don't call me Brother Long. This girl directly jumped up and hugged me. Ho, honey sauce. I don't know what to do. I looked to the side at Brother Long. This little brat looked at me with an aggrieved face. Did Oni Pace even forget about me? Lin is 6 years old, Lin Yilong's own sister. Then he was captured by his brother. You just met How when you were 4 years old. Now it's been 2 years. Who remembers? Who knows? Dragon doesn't have a sister in the real world. Let's go to my room first. I feel something wrong. Is it just me? I felt my butt being pinched. a small handprint on my butt. Let's go to my room. It's too boring to go to an amusement park. I don't want to go. It's not boring. There's a new haunted house here. Besides, aren't we going to help Min Yuehua overcome her social disorder? I don't know how to overcome it, but it won't hurt to go out and have fun. When I think of my classmate, Min Yuehua, it seems like there's nothing we can't do but go out and have fun. I'll sit up. Okay, let's go to a haunted house. I'll change. I did say I'd help Min Yuehua overcome her social barrier. A real man can't do things for only 3 minutes. Lin Ling looked at me in my new clothes and took out her cell phone to take pictures. Okay, brother Ho, don't take pictures. Although it's proper for a woman to wait for a man, it's not right to keep Huan Yuanyuan waiting for too long. Okay, let's go. Here at the amusement park, Yuan Yuan has already brought Min Yuehua here. Lung is pointing to the front. Ho Ho and the others are over there. I see them. Yuan Yuan is waving her hand. How? Over here. Hope looks down at this kid. Whose kid is this? The little girl hugged my hand and said, It's Ho Ho's. Lung hurriedly pulled away. This is my sister Lin Ling. Heard me say today to go to the haunted house, had to follow. I will watch her. Huan Yuanyuan looked at me with fascination. How? I've rarely seen you dressed like this. With this new hairstyle, it's even more beautiful and flavorful. Then she looked at Yuehua. Yuehua, don't you think How looks better like this? I raised my hand in embarrassment. No need to force myself. Let's hurry and go in. But Min Yuehua opened her mouth and said one word. Ew. She looked up at me again. You're so pretty today. I looked at her with surprise. She actually complimented me on my beauty. Then she stroked her head and dared to talk to her. Great. Huan Yuanyuan immediately took Min Yuehua's hand. Okay, let's head towards the haunted house. This is the haunted house, our destination. We're standing here looking at this creepy haunted house. Lum was the first to lose his cool. Ho, I'm a bit scared. Why don't we go to the merry-go-round and the Ferris wheel? But what the hell is a merry-go-round and a Ferris wheel? Let's just go to the haunted house. Didn't we agree? Yilong, pull yourself together. Stop holding my hand. I'm getting goosebumps. His sister also disliked him. Huan Yuanyuan opened her mouth and said, There are too many of us. Let's split into 2 groups. How and I will be in one group. And Yuehua, Long and Ling Ling will be in one group. Yuehua must remember to protect the boys well. Okay, this is our duty as women. Lin Ling immediately raised her hand in protest. I don't want to. I want to be in Ho Ho's group. Ling Ling obeyed and went with your brother. Huan Yuanyuan, you're the boldest. You go with that group too. So don't worry about me. I'll go with Min Yuehua. I'll go with Min Yuehua. By the looks of her, I feel like I'm going to be raped. Compared to her, Moonhua is more reliable. Okay, that's it. You guys go in first. We'll go in 10 minutes later. You're not scared, are you? She's got the 2 of them. I'm a woman. Am I afraid of that? I don't exist. Dragon, I'll protect you. I was relieved when they entered the haunted house. 10 minutes later, I looked at Min Yuehua. Don't be silly, Yuehua. Let's go. When I came in, I heard Lun's screams and Huan Yuanyuan's panic. Hearing their screams, Huan Yuanyuan doesn't have much guts either. I turned my head to look at Yuehua behind me. Are you scared? Yuehua, forget it. If you're scared, just hold on to me. Yuehua just gave a hum. He looked at me and didn't know what to think. In the end, he reached out and grabbed my clothes. A skeleton hand reached out in front of me. I immediately punched it back. Don't get in the way. Min Yuehua on the side had broken out in cold sweat. A ghost floated out again. I looked at him expressionlessly and said, Sorry, I'm in a hurry. This place is quite big. 10 minutes later, I felt something wasn't right. Then I turned around and looked behind me. Yuehua. I didn't see her, so I called out, Are you there? Yuehua. Why is she gone? I don't think I've lost her. We have to find Yuehua first. I called out to her. I'm looking for Yuehua in another place. I looked at the skeleton in front of me. There's no one inside the cloak. Is there? Little Yuehua. Finally, I stopped, looking at the box in front of me. I called out to Yuehua. Is she here? The result was that the inside really responded to my voice. I'm here. Ooh. Why are you hiding in the cabinet? I then opened the door of the cabinet. She hugged herself and whispered, I'm lost. I was also very helpless. Sighed, not afraid. I squatted down and held out my hand. Don't be afraid. I'll take you out. Yuehua looked at my face. Her face was a bit shy. The corners of her eyes already contained tears. She gave a hum and held my hand. In her heart, she was thinking, Shan Hao is the first person who treats me so well. The sound of Long's crying came from outside. I'll never come to a haunted house again. Huan Yuanyuan covered her ears, really almost deafened by your screams. My sister said with disgust, Brother, you are really loud in there. It's so embarrassing. I came to Long. Yilong, are you alright? How? You and Yuehua students came out. Huan Yuanyuan was just thinking and said, You guys were in there for a long time, weren't you? I knocked her on the head. No, put away that baby carriage in your head. I turned my head to look at Yuewa. Yuewa, come here. At this time, Yuewa seemed a bit out of sorts. Her face was in a cold sweat and she kept gasping for breath. Seeing this, I asked her what was wrong. Was she not feeling well? She collapsed into my arms and I supported her with my hands. Sukiya Akari-san. She had closed her eyes. Lung immediately panicked. What to do, what to do? Ambulance, ambulance, ambulance. Where's my cell phone? Huan Yuanwen panicked and took out her cell phone. I'll call 1-0. I looked at these two oddballs and said, don't panic. I caught Yuehua and held her in my arms. She must have fainted because of the shock. Let's put her down on the chair over there. I put Yuehua on the bench. She still hasn't woken up, but Lung said something surprising. Oh, what should we do now? Artificial respiration. But this is still her first kiss. Huan Yuanwen was immediately displeased. The first kiss of a male god. Artificial respiration. Isn't that strangulation? Maybe we should call 1-0. I told these two to go buy some water and food. I'll watch over Yuehua. I'll stimulate her with pain first. I put her head on my lap. Should this be more comfortable? If she's just stunned, she should be able to wake up from the pain. I stretched out on the side of her head, gently pressing on her earlobes to stimulate her body. It worked. Yuehua slowly opened her eyes. The first thing she said was, "Why are you pinching my ears?" I smiled and explained, "Because you fainted. I wanted to see if I could wake you up." Yuehua blushed slightly and said she was scared, but now it's better. She grabbed my hand and touched her face. I then inquired her, "Don't go to the haunted house in the future. Are you still uncomfortable anywhere?" As a result, Yuehua just said, "No discomfort. Chanhao, I want to sleep. Don't go away." And she closed her eyes. Not long after that, she went to sleep. I had to agree even if I didn't. Okay, this is by far the quietest and softest girl I've ever seen in this world, despite her odd personality. An hour later, she sat her day up. Sukiya Akari, are you feeling better? Are you feeling better? She agreed that she didn't. Huan Yuanwen then asked, are we still going to the amusement park? Let's forget about it for today. Let's send Yuehua home to rest first. I looked at Yuehua. Yuehua, can we take you home first? She agreed. I just got up and she grabbed my hand. She said shyly, Chanhao, let's go together. I turned my head to look at her, to see what she meant, what she was thinking about. In the end, I agreed to hold her hand, but Ling Ling was immediately unhappy, and Huan Yuanwen was also very upset. Lun asks her, what's going on with Hao Hao and Yuehua? Huan Yuanwen was aggrieved and burst into tears. I also want to know, holding the hand of a male god. This is something I've always wanted to do. Then we got off the highway and went to the suburbs. Yuehua, your home is so far away. I've never been here before. Moonlight, do you live in the abandoned by rural area? Wouldn't it be inconvenient to go to school? Can you to take a break? We came to this manor and stopped. Someone was already waiting at the door. Huan Yuanwen was lying on the window, looking out in great surprise. This maid is standing here, waiting for her master to come home. The fountain inside is very luxurious. Miss is back. The maid bent down and the housekeeper came over. Miss, how could you sneak out to play? Mr. said you mustn't go so far away. He'll be angry. The three of us were stunned when we heard what the butler said. Yuehua was a young lady who lived in a luxurious villa. We Saturday here and the butler came to us. So several of you are friends of the young lady. I am really rude. This is the Yingwu tea brewed with Tianjin spring water flown in this morning, and the pastries made by the special chef. Guests can enjoy it slowly. Miss wants to go back to the house to change her clothes, so I'll excuse myself. We just watched Yuehua go up the stairs, followed by the butler. Yuehua is so low-key. You can tell it all. Mom, how? Yuehua's family is a big family. I'll tell them to calm down. It's outrageous. I didn't realize that the transfer student I just helped was a big shot. The butler said behind her, Miss, you went so far away today and didn't let the bodyguard follow you. Mr. Lumhua is very worried. Don't do that next time. She stopped in her tracks. Turning her head slightly, she said, did Dad call home? Where is Mom? The housekeeper frowned and responded, yes, miss, but Madam didn't. She is still busy. Yuehua clenched her skirt. Then why didn't Dad call me too? The butler could only reply helplessly, Mr. is busy abroad, but he has prepared a gift for you. It's being flown back. It's your favorite tank model. She said, oh, I don't want to say anything else. I just walked into my room. The housekeeper's face was very distressed by his lady, but there was nothing he could do about it. We Saturday here waiting for Yuehua to change her clothes. Long turned his head to look over and just wow. Yuehua is wearing a gorgeous dress and jewelry going down the stairs. Lung looked with envy. So this is how Yuehua's classmates dress at home. So gorgeous. I didn't say anything. It's more glamorous. But compared to when she was with us, I'm more like an exquisite but lifeless doll now. I looked at the expressionless Sukiya Akari and inquired her, what's wrong with you? She then responded coldly. Dad didn't call me again? I couldn't figure out what that meant when I heard that. She grabbed my hand again, not knowing what she wanted to do. She grabbed my hand and said, Junho, I want to give you something. We went to the corridor on the second floor and walked into her room. I was stunned and shocked by the scene before me. Although women in this world are very masculine, Sister Ching Ching's room wasn't like this either. You weren't quite right when you got home. You just said your dad didn't call you. Was it bad to you? Dads in this world should be male moms? Right, but it seems like there are only nannies, maids and housekeepers in this village besides Minuewa. Where are her parents? Minuewa still responded coldly. Dad treats me well. He's just very busy. What about your mom? Mom is even busier. It's just me. You've been living here alone. She then gave a They're both very busy. Mom's the mayor. She doesn't have time to come home. Dad has to go on business trips to make lots and lots of money. The housekeeper said they all love me very much. I touched her head. From now on, if you feel lonely alone, you can play with me, or Huan Yuan, or Lin Yilong. We're all your friends now. Yuehua then took the initiative to grab my hand, then pulled me away. Zhang come with me. There are model tanks and weapons here. Zhang this is my favorite model. I immediately refused. No need. Isn't this your favorite thing? I won't take it. I'll give it to you. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to be beaten to death by my dad if I take this gun home. When she saw my refusal, she looked sad. It's my most precious thing. The housekeeper said, friends can give each other gifts. I want to be your friend for life. I explained that we can be friends without this. After I said that, she just hugged me. Then we have to be together for life. We can't be separated.